Alright viewers, welcome back, and okay, we're done. See ya. Ah fuck, they're still alive. Anyways, today I am joined by another guest commentator. This is Megaboo64.
Hi guys.
For those who don't know, Megaboo64 is of course another Let's Player. Currently he's doing a Fire Emblem Let's Play. But yeah, that's fun stuff.
Definitely.
But let me think. We've already tried recording this video once. Last time his Adobe Audacity decided to crash, so we gotta redo this.
Sorry,
well.
I seem to fuck up quite a lot, so hopefully we can get this time, second time. Here we go.
But as for this lady, say you don't nothing anyways, and then don't see many flowers around here because you want to specifically tell her forget about that. This will become important later because it's going towards the date sequence for someone else. There's a potion. Now let's run the fuck on. And yay, soldiers! Let's whoop their ass.
Do you think Cloud of Joy is getting a machine gun shot to the face?
Yeah, the Final Fantasy games are kind of hilarious. They survive explosions, falls from infinite height, and being shot by freaking guns. I don't understand how it's possible, but then again, it's a fantasy game, so
And I think nearly all the Final Fantasy protagonists has actually got a massive sword. If I don't know, like, I might be wrong here, but I think most of them do, if not all of them.
Technically all of them do, and technically all of them don't. Because you've got Final Fantasies 1 through 3 where you get to choose separate job classes kind of thing, which lets you equip things like, let's see, wands or lances or stuff like that. Then you got Final Fantasy 4, which your main freaking protagonist changes up so many times, it's like it's got freaking schizophrenia. Then you get into 6 through 13-2 now, I think, and they all got giant great swords that don't really matter because they've got pretty much God mode activated. For those who don't know, of course these enemies are called MPs. Don't know why. Don't really fucking matter. Maybe it's military personnel. Fuck if I know. Let's Player drink of choice today is Dr. Pepper. It's always Dr. Pepper, viewers. Dare you think otherwise. Anyways, let's go on and do a really stupid move and jump on a train. Shut the fuck up! I want to jump on trains! There we go. And jump. So we narrowly avoided capture yet again. Oh well, they'll get us next time. Of course we never came, Wedge. You're a retard. And Biggs, you're also a retard. How dare you think Cloud will get killed? I mean, I just said earlier that protagonists in Final Fantasy games essentially have God mode activated all the time. Freaking dumbass.
He's such an angry man.
Yeah, he's also an emo, but we'll find out more about. We'll find more about that out a little bit later. And of course, you can be guaranteed I'm gonna make fun of him once it rolls around. I mean, come on. A giant black guy crying. How would that not be funny?
I'm imagining it right now.
So now we got Barret pointing his gun arm at us for some random reason. And now he's a gorilla. I have no clue why. Maybe Barrett's half gorilla, half man.
Okay.
Now, if y'all are wondering why the text boxes are taking a little bit long to close, it's because I've gotten so many complaints on my other Let's Plays to slow down the text. Jesse, I'm 100% sure that wasn't my face. You fucking whore. And jump. My sister baby is crying.
I get this feeling that everyone's frightened of Barrett.
Oh, wouldn't you be afraid of Barrett? Or wouldn't you be afraid of him if you just suddenly saw a giant black guy with a gun on his arm running towards you? I think I'd run away.
Well, he's running away again. He's running away from little small guys, so I don't think that'd go through your mind though, but when you think about it, really, if he's running away from a lot of little small guys, he's got
Alright,
gun
for
arms.
this you want to actually talk to Wedge twice and say, I wouldn't hold your breath. This will actually bring down Barrett's affection for you. Kind of important to do, because the date sequence I'm going for at the moment is the toughest one to get, as far as I'm concerned. As for who I'm going on a date with, the only hint I'll give you is Cloud will become a pedophile. Yeah.
Is that
Anyways,
not the good ending?
random sequences. Ooh, about halfway through the video.
Okay, I'm completely lost. I don't actually know where this train's going to. I haven't actually seen this part of this game. Yes, I hold my hands up. I haven't been a big Final Fantasy buff. I didn't really watch all of them or play any of them, like, at least for more than an hour or 2 hours.
Well, you don't really have to worry. I never really pay attention to the storyline, so for half the time I'm lost as well. I mean, come on, it's a game. I'm not in it for an hour and a half of freaking story. I'm here to slash things in the face with my giant sword of rage.
I think that's what everybody thinks as well. A lot of people say, oh, I like the game for its story. That means they didn't actually play the game.
I mean, hell, I've played through Final Fantasy 13, and essentially half of it was storyline that I didn't really give a shit about, and just to speed it up, I went through most of the game under leveled, made it to the final boss, then I had to leave the area because I was so under leveled the freaking final boss kept one-shotting me. Insane. Apparently there's a Final Fantasy 13-2 coming out. More retarded stuff. I don't even know how there could be a Final Fantasy 13-2.
I don't understand why they keep making...
Anyways, random trains.
Have they not made a 10-2? Or is it... I'm not sure,
Oh,
really.
let's see, there's Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 4, which was 2 in the American version, Final Fantasy 5, which didn't even come out in America for Lord knows how long, then Final Fantasy 6, which was 3 in America's version, then came Final Fantasy 7, or correction, in the storyline it's Final Fantasy 7 Crisis Core, then Final Fantasy 7 After Crisis, then Final Fantasy 7, then Final Fantasy 7 Dirk and Cerberus. The list goes on and on.
I'm dreading to ask
Quite
this.
literally, viewers, the name for the Final Fantasy series is so misleading.
I'm actually dreading asking this question, but Rage, what is actually your favourite Final Fantasy?
Personally, it's actually 9.
Final Fantasy 9?
That's my personal opinion. A lot of people say Final Fantasy 7 is the greatest almighty game in the entire existence of Rage. And I'm like, it had a mediocre storyline. Yeah, it's good enough for me to waste 700 hours playing it, quite literally. But, 9's just a little bit better. It's got better music, there's only one area in this game that I absolutely fucking love the music in this area, or in that area, and we'll be getting to that area not too long after this scene, or after this scene. For those who don't know, I'm doing my Final Fantasy Let's Play like I did my last Final Fantasy Let's Play. Disc 1 is Act 1, then within the discs it's Scene 1 through whatever. Then within those scenes, it's cut up into smaller parts, kind of stuff. But, that's random stuff. But Final Fantasy IX just has so much better gameplay, actually, as far as I'm concerned, much better. Shut the fuck up, Barrett. Much better, character selection, many more summons. It's just overall a better game as far as I'm concerned.
See, I got confused. Most of my friends like Final Fantasy X and 7. They say them two were the big ones. They were the best ones.
Final Fantasy X was retardedly easy. It's fun. As far as I'm concerned, if I don't die in the game from freaking day one, it is not a good game. I don't care if it's got the most greatest freaking audio in the world. If I don't die in the game, it's way too easy and therefore doesn't even qualify to be in a top 10 list. But yeah, it's because in order to be in my top 10 list, the game has to be challenging but not insanely difficult to the point that it just makes me want to quit and not proceed onwards. It's got to be able to make multiple separate run-throughs and have a different experience each time. And of course the aforementioned awesome fucking music. Now, I hope y'all were paying attention, because all the multiple choice answers that I've had in these conversations are extremely important for the for naming Tifa. That's what it's important for. But for getting this specific dating sequence. And let's just go on and leave. Or almost get trampled by bears. That'll work too. This is something me and Megaboo find really hilarious. How the fuck does Barrett have a white child? You'd think that if he knocked up some white chick, it'd be at least caramel colored. Before y'all start posting thousands of comments, viewers, yes, I know why Marlene is white and not caramel colored. Don't spoil it for other people. Do not talk to Tifa, because that will affect the date sequence that I'm going for. And for some reason, Jesse's going through mood swings. Fucking woman. Blah, blah, blah. Random punching. And when you gonna punch Biggs into the wall? Yeah. Haha! Alright, so it is starting to get pretty close to the end of the video, so I'll just go on and cut it off here. Megaboo, don't forget to stop the recording.
I will.
And yeah, I'll just go on and see y'all next time, viewers. Cheers.